Hi, it's Gary. Day 20. Here we are, my Inky Countdown, day number 20. Starting with the Inkvent calendar, day 20. I found that one really quick and easy. Here we go. Just make sure it's in the camera. There we are now. Day number 20. What's behind the door? Here we've got, if it comes out, pot puree. Looks like a very pale purpley colour. And this is a standard ink. Pot puree there. Pop that to one side. And now with the Colorverse calendar, day 20. Another one I found dead easy. Let's get that again into the camera. And day number 20. White hole. A white hole is the opposite of a black hole, and the colour is inspired by the theoretical celestial object that emits matter and energy. And here we've got, just looking at the label, a fairly palish colour. White hole. Let's move that to one side, get this out of the way, and then fetch in the notepad of testing. So 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. A standard ink, so I don't need to worry about agitating it today. Let's have a dip in and see what it writes like. So we're starting, as usual, with the pot puree, which is from Diamine. So we've got day 20. Pot puree. Nice purpley colour, isn't it? Quite light looking. Our sentence. Quite like the look of that. To me it looks like a dirty purple at the moment. Let's move this out of the way and fetch in the card. So we've got Inkvent, day 20, and it's Diamine pot puree. Just going to do another little dip just to finish this off. I like this Serendipity dip pen for doing these tests. It's got a Yoho broad nib on. I think it works really well. So let's do that. And then swipe there. Let's move this out of the way, fetch that paper back in. Now it's the turn of the Colorvent ink. So white hole. Do you like the sound of this white hole? I'm guessing it's going to be a fairly pale blue by looking at the label. We'll find out though in a second, won't we? So we've got day 20.
Here's what I found.
And it's a white hole. I should quite like this. I've found I've been liking a lot of the Colorverse inks. Let's write a sentence. Let's move that out of the way and fetch the card back. What I'll do is I'll also re-dip the nib. So we've got Colorvent, day 20. And it's Colorverse Milky Way. No, it's not, is it? It's Colorverse White Hole. From when you're filming when you're hungry, I've got Milky Ways on the mind now. There we go. Let's get this out of the way and we'll fetch in that chocolate advent calendar. So where's day number 20? I found 21, but I don't want 21, I want 20. I found 22 and 24. I found 20. Here we go. Hiding at the North Pole. Let's see, what have we got behind the door? Behind the door, Dance around the tree. Yeah, that won't happen. I'm not very good at dancing. Sometimes even standing up's a difficult job for me, I can tell you. In here, we've got a Christmas tree. That's 2 days with Christmas trees in the row. Let's move this away and we'll fetch in that big bag of gifts. So here we go, the big bag of gifts. Feels like a little bit of weight in the bottom of this one. Let's reach on in. There we go. Oh, we've got like a rectangle type one. Day number 20. Let's open it up and see what we've got. Oh, 2 gifts and one of them wrapped as well. So the first thing we've got here, this is Inky Countdown, and it's an A5 spiral notepad, 8mm lined paper, and it's 80 GSM paper. I've got a few Inky Countdown notepads and I quite enjoy them, and they seem to work quite well with my pen, so that's lovely. And it's nice hard back as well. And we also had this other one. I bet this is a pen by the feel of it. Let's take a look. Wow. So she's just passed me the note. So this is a Hongdian 100. Look at the decoration on this. This is so different, isn't it? Wow. You can feel that. Let's take the cap off. Here we've got that nib, and it looks like it could be a long blade nib. And oh, it's a piston filler as well. There's even got a piston window. This is so different. It's unusual, this. That's so nice. Let me put it back in the bag. So sometime in 2025 there will be a first impressions on this. Not sure when. It depends what other pens I've got to do first. But I will be doing a first impressions on all the pens and most of the papers, as say sometime during 2025. The number of pens so far, I think I'm going to be going all the way through till virtually halfway through the year, if not further, with first impressions. Let's fetch back that notepad. So, the Diamine Potpourri. Yeah, I think I would call it like a dirty purple with that's tending towards like a brown is how I see it. I don't know. I'm not very good at describing colours at times, but yeah, that's what it looks like to me. On the card, it's got a little bit more colour on there, but again, it's still that dirty purpley colour to me. With the white hole from Colorverse. Yeah, that's quite nice. Bit on the pale side. So I think I'd have to use this in at least a broad nib, if not a stub nib, to see how well it performs. It looks all right. On the card, again on the card, it's actually a little bit darker, but that was with a fresh dip. This is a problem when I'm doing these because I'm just dipping the nib. It's quite difficult to actually see what the actual colour will be like when it comes from a pen. So these are just indications really. So day 20, what are your thoughts there? Which of these two do you prefer? I like the unusual colouring of the Potpourri, but I also like the colour of that white hole. So it's going to be interesting to see what these ones are like when I get them in a pen. What are your comments? What are your thoughts? Please drop them down below. Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, every time you comment. Just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.